Steady. Steady. No mess, no mess, no mess. Shit. Hey, that's a nice Impala, man. What is that, a 64? And it rolled its ankle. How to look cool in 3 steps. Pull up, stop, explode front bumper.
Pretty cool.
Did y'all know that these Mitsubishis have fingerprint security built right into the steering wheel? The second it detects the wrong print, it goes into protection mode.
You get your f***ing hands off me!
Here's another Noob Mechanic tip. Get a tire tread depth gauge, and you can easily test your tires to see if they need replacement. As long as this gauge shows 6 or more, you're good. See? We now know that this tire is completely fine and doesn't need a replacement yet. If you're having trouble getting your crank pulley bolt off, here's a super simple trick to get it off. Heat it up until it's glowing red, pour on some nitroglycerin, and just explode the motherfucker right off. Apparently turning on this car and hitting this button will immediately kill the car.
Keep you warm.
Holy mother of God, he's flatlining! You killed him! Oh my God!
Check out this truck with a rad spoiler. Funny thing is, that spoiler is still probably more functional on this truck than on your slow-ass Civic. This dude finally finished his Holden Commodore Beast build and got to play with it for 2.7 seconds before blowing it up. Race car, baby! The problem is, you've burned your car to shit, you've ruined your best shirt, and being shirtless in public has caused a sexual tension that led to these 2 cars kissing aggressively. Call it a miracle. Call it divine intervention. But it wasn't by accident that I was shown the way to something that was once lost. Of course, it's right after I just bought a new one. Customer states that the car rarely starts anymore. Well, sir, in addition to your 12-year-old battery, your positive post has a level of f***ery that makes me question your life choices. These people see a dude's car on fire. They get his attention and let him know, and he thinks that the best course of action is not to slow down. No, it's to speed up, go into the grass, and just leap out. Which, might I add, he f***ing stuck that landing. After working a full shift, you can see just how tired this guy is. He's tired, people. Dad jokes, baby. When the customer only has $400 for a full spray job and needs the car back in 45 minutes.
We don't need no stinking
masking tape.
Man, these new Tundras are wild.
Mr. Suit, prepare to engage thrusters.
You know, it takes a lot of balls to convert your car to a steam engine. I think it's about time for a new setup if your wheel needs 16 pounds of wheel weights to balance it. Check out this cool hiding spot this guy has for his calipers.
Oh, there it is.
It should be required by law to take some sort of test before you're allowed to own a welder, because without it, you get shit like this. Which, don't get me wrong, I completely approve of this, and I take back everything I said. It seems good to me. Give it the full send, my dude. That doesn't look like anything a tube of JB Weld can't fix. Facebook Marketplace has this listed as a small oil leak. Motherfucker, I can see the crankshaft. Just in case you're wondering, this is basically what it's like to go to an import car meet. What, you never heard of a f***ing car with allergies? Rude ass people. Here's a super simple method of blending a paint chip. Just tape, spray, and peel. See? Small chip successfully repaired. This body shop works miracles. Apparently they can take an old 2007 Camry and transform it into a pristine 2022 Corolla.
How neat is that? That's pretty neat.
Today was free parts day at the local junkyard. The only catch was that it's only free if you can carry it out. Well, some people made out like bandits here. If your salvage yard had something similar and you could only go in once, what are you grabbing and carrying out? Quick tip. When checking for spark, if you see the spark, you're probably good. But just to make sure, you can always touch it. I wonder how many of you know how this is very wrong. Leave a comment, let me know. This dude had the neighborhood mechanic do some wiring for him. He used professional quality home wire connectors and everything. And some bitch only charged him 2 crack rocks. Now that's a steal. All that shit wiring for 2 lights on the grill. Jeez, man. Fun fact, did you know that people in Alaska have to thaw their dipsticks before removing them? Also, I'm certain that's not a fact. Turns out, if you don't tighten your spark plugs all the way, you can send them to the moon very easily. This customer brought in his car for a no-start issue. We removed the computer module and what do you know? His computer module fluid is low. It drives me crazy that people can't do the most basic things. How hard is it to check to make sure that your computer fluid is topped off?
Come on!
Every single person can learn from this man. If the forward gears stop working, flip some shit around. Boom, you're back on the road in no time. This shop has a neat engine disposal, built right into the floor. A quick and easy way to inspect an engine is to first remove it. Then you can use this handy-dandy inspection viewport built right into every engine. As you can see, all the metal fragments and shavings look to be in good order.
The what?
This dude is probably so proud of his build. I mean, look at it. It's really great. Everyone at the car show thinks your build is amazing, and we really like it when you rev super loud. Take a good look, people. This is what a real car looks like.
Big building down here. And what happened, Mr. Drifter? Lost it?
I'm not even sure how something like this happens, but give this man a medal, because that shit was not easy. Out in front of this dude's house, they have a speed bump that the town has nicknamed the Suspension Tester. It should be called the Moneymaker because I'm sure the shops in that area are making an absolute killing. Just so you know, this isn't a single speed bump. The f***ing city installed a whoop section right in the middle of town.
We talked about how vicious those whoop section could be!
Customer states that their car isn't running right. It has a check engine light for a mass airflow sensor. As we can see, the filter looks good, the mass airflow sensor seems normal, but as we look deeper, we find the culprit. A damn air freshener. When the customer was asked about it, he simply stated that he wanted the inside of the car to smell good. He wanted the inside to smell good, folks. Oh, they didn't tell you? This car wash comes with a carpet cleaning. Be thankful. This car has a new feature that'll display the trouble code on the radio when you have a no-start issue. Ah, there's your problem. You own a Subi. Do you have a problem with lights on the cluster of your VW Golf? Smack the shit out of it. Fixed. Ain't nothing to see here, just a couple of gauges duking it out. This dude was testing his new Holley Skyram intake, then all of a sudden, fire happens. After pushing the car back, one of the dudes wanted to make sure that the fire was real, so he swiped his leg through it. Yeah, that's real fire right there. When your mechanic is Edward Scissorhands. Old man strength ain't a myth. When you do manual labor your whole life, it changes you, and at some point you transition into what is technically referred to as a brick shit house.
I'm not just like the rest of you. I'm stronger. I'm smarter. I'm better.
Check out the jank of the week. Pro exhaust install. We got wire, we got chain, and a partially melted gas tank. Great work. You know, this doesn't have to be a problem. Throw some goldfish in there and call it good. When your truck is in the shop, but you'll be damned if you're missing that camping trip. You know, you hear people say they don't make them like they used to, and in this case, it couldn't be more true. You have a metric ton of weight being transported by a stagecoach that has presumably wooden wheels.
Oh my god!
In a moment, you're going to witness what happens when you put a f***ing Honda sticker on a Chevy. The truck will throw its drive shaft in protest. A f***ing Honda sticker on a Chevy! Sorry, that shit really triggers me for some reason. This is the least effective way I've ever seen somebody make popcorn. Subscribe, like, and follow for more. Well, f*** me.